Hey everybody, welcome to Black Coffee Gardener. So today's video is going to be about figs. Let me show you guys what I got over here. I've got 3 pounds of beautiful figs from my neighbor who has lovely fig trees out in the back of his house. So he's got one smaller one right there covered with netting, as you can see, but the even bigger ones are back there behind his garage. It's like 2 or 3 huge trees right back there. It shows you how tall they are because you can see the tops of them right here going over his garage. So I know he's got some netting over that because birds have been getting to his figs before he could, but he harvested so much yesterday that he was able to give me those 3 pounds. So I'm pretty excited about that. But while I'm back over here in my yard, let me just show you guys something really quickly. So this plant here, the Barbados pepper, which I now see why, let me find, you can see all the green peppers on here. I see why people call this a bird pepper plant, because every time I get red ones on here, you can see all the pods in here where the birds just come in, look, and just eat the peppers right off of the plant. So I haven't really been able to get much of these. They've been going to town. All of these are where a pepper used to be. And I actually watched one fly over, sit on this perch yesterday, and eat a couple of peppers. So it's fine. I don't mind. I still have my fish peppers over here. So if I want to do anything spicy, I've still got these. If I want a milder spice, I still have my jalapenos. But while I'm out here, I'll just give you guys a quick look at how overgrown, not even overgrown, but just how tall everything has gotten. Look at my dinosaur kale. How tall. Just look at that. I went on vacation and came back to this. The squash just took over this entire side of the bed. I've got so much maintenance to do out here, but anyhow, like I said, this video, my delicata squash coming in, is about figs. So let's get back to the figs. Now I was looking for my tripod so I could show you guys what I was about to harvest, but since I can't find it, I'll just show you. I'm going to harvest some of this rosemary, and also what am I getting? Some mint here. I'm going to harvest some of this mint, and we're going to use that in our fig jam today. The first thing I'm going to do is cook the wine. I'm going to simmer 3 cups of wine. This is the rosemary that I harvested from the garden. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I'm gonna put this right in the wine, and I'm going to bring this up to a light boil. And not, I shouldn't even say a boil. Like as soon as I start to see some bubbles pop up, I'm gonna turn it all the way down and let it simmer for a few, maybe like 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna take it off of the heat and cover it, and just let that rosemary flavor and aroma steep all into this red wine. I I think I left my tripod on vacation. I think I left it in the hotel room. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to do this video exactly the way that I wanted to do it. I'll probably just have to just record all the footage and then do a voiceover. But either way, we gonna get it done. We gonna get this done. So yeah, let me figure out how I'm gonna prop this up and get you guys to the next step, which is gonna be cutting up the figs. I think I did a video on canning figs before, or was that on Instagram? I'm not sure, but at any rate, the way that I'm doing I can't talk today. The way that I'm doing this fig jam is going to be different than any of the other jams that I have done videos for, because of the method that I'm using. I don't normally add liquid to my figs. When I'm making a jam, I put the figs in the pot with a little bit of sugar and some lemon juice and let it do its thing, and then can it, like so. But this way, because I want some red wine flavor to it, because I want some balsamic vinegar flavor to it, the rosemary, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of mint and all of those type of things. I'm going to actually cut up the figs. Let me get this camera set up, and then we're going to walk our way through this whole process, okay? Now, I'm just taking all of the stems off of the figs, and then I'm just going to cut them. Not too small, because I actually like some chunks of figs in my jam. But also keeping in mind that, oh shoot, I didn't mean to put the stem in there. The stem is going to go in the compost. But once I put this into the liquid that I'm creating with this wine and such, they're going to start to break down. But being that we're not cooking them the way I would normally do a fig jam, you need to give them a head start. So that's why I'm cutting them, and they don't have to be in any particular way. I'm cutting them roughly this size here, and I'm going to change this camera angle so we don't get as much of a glare, just in case you guys can't see the size very well. Now I'm starting to see a bubble or two. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just turn this off. I'm going to get a lid and cover it up. And we're going to let that sit there for about 30 minutes. I think this is it looks like it's probably better. I'm cut off, but whatever. Y'all don't need to see me. Back to the figs, and what I was saying was there's no rhyme or reason. I just want to get them cut up, chopped up. I'm going to get all of these done, and then I'll come back after the rosemary has steeped for a half an hour or so. I'll come back and we'll work on the next process. Now the figs themselves, I don't know if I said, but I'm going to cut up 4 cups. So this is 2 cups here. I'm going to do another one of these, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just used my zester to zest some orange peel into the red wine and rosemary mixture. I also put I had a little basil from the garden, so I put that in there, and I also put the mint in here as well. And I'm just going to continue letting this steep. So I've used my wire mesh strainer. I put the figs in this pot here. I strained the red wine mixture into here, and I've added some lemon juice. And we're just going to give this a good stir. And just watch it come up to a boil. But I'm going to continue to stir it because I don't want anything sticking to the pan. Just stirring and watching until we get it up to a boil. Alright, so we've got a good boil going on here. I'm stirring it and the boil doesn't go down. It continues to boil. So that means it's time for me to add my sugar. Alright, so I brought my jam up to a swift boil. I took it off of the heat. I'm going to pour it into the jars that were processed, and yeah. Alright, so I've gotten all of at the perfect amount. I've gotten everything jarred up. We're going to cover this pot, wait till it comes to a rolling boil, and then process it for 10 minutes. And here's the finished product. My confit fig jam. That actually tastes delicious. I had tried it the following morning on some waffles, and I completely forgot to get the footage, so I'm having it this morning on a piece of toast, just so I can show you guys the consistency of it. As you can see, it's a little looser than my regular fig jam, and like I said, I never looked back to see if I actually did a video about that. But anywho, I hope you guys will try this out. If you have any questions or if I missed anything, drop a comment down below. And enjoy, because I'm about to. You all have a great day. Don't forget to take a little time to love on yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.